Harry Freedman and I started out in stand-up a long time ago in New York City, and we did many gigs together. We went on the road together. We went in the city together. We did corporate gigs together. And then I moved to LA because they offered me a lot of money. But I still do stand-up, and now I bring Harry to open for me on many occasions. Harry's still out there working. He's one of the best roasters in the business also. So if you need a roaster, or if you need a good, smart, brilliant, hysterical, clean comedian, I'm recommending my good friend, Mr. Harry Freedman.
As I told you, I am an actual medical doctor. I'm not going to tell you where I work, but I will tell you if you're ever really sick and you're in Nassau County, you should probably stay away from the North Shore. I'm going to be honest, I look at this crowd, I wish I had this many people in my waiting room. I used to before the last indictment. It is not easy being a doctor, I'll tell you that right now. I do a lot of surgery. I've got to the point I can look at your chart ahead of time and know how it's going to go, just by which insurance coverage you have. But there are times with all my experience, I'll be in the middle of an operation, I'll look down and I'll just suddenly kind of realize, you know what? I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I call that exploratory surgery. There are other times I'm trying to make an incision, I'll be really shaking a lot because, Parkinson's kind of has that effect. I'll end up making a giant X. As soon as I make the first X, I have to play the whole game of tic-tac-toe. You guys read about that doctor who carved his initials in a woman's abdomen? You remember that? Ever since that happened, I've been doing comedy on a full-time basis. I'm actually very, very excited though. I just opened up a brand new melanoma clinic right down the block from my new tanning salon. And I'm kidding around. I'm a good doctor, I'll tell you why. Whenever I do surgery, I use a lot of extra anesthesia every single time. I figure this way, even if I screw it up, I'm so stoned, I don't really care what happens. And there's a lot of rules to protect you. We can't operate on relatives, which I think is smart, because otherwise my mother would have been dead about 14, 15 years ago. I see somebody that looks like her, I'll cut her up. I hate her guts, you have no idea how much. I'm starting to hate her daughter too, for that matter. I wouldn't mind killing the whole family. Equipment in medicine, though, the laser is a cool device. I took one home, I shot my neighbor's dog. I didn't hurt him at all. I removed his hemorrhoids and then I fixed his cataracts. Now we can see where he's going. Some of this stuff they're inventing is nuts though. Somebody invented a solar-powered pacemaker. I'm going, hey, great, when the sun goes down, so do you. I will tell you this, I did get stuck in traffic coming out tonight, and I don't know about you guys, a lot of you probably from New York. We have the worst traffic in the world, and I have that New York attitude. When I'm in a traffic jam, I don't want to get to the end and see a guy staring innocently at a flat tire. I want to see somebody in some kind of pain. And the longer I am waiting, the more seriously injured I want the guy to be. I'm on the Southern State for an hour and a half. I want to see a head through a windshield. Because let's be honest, you feel better, don't you? See a guy's head rolling down the highway, hey, he's dead, he paid the price of my time, I can now move on. Once again, I appreciate you people being as sick as I am. See, I look for things to cheer up. I love eating out. I went to the 21 Club in New York. This restaurant's so fancy, they have a policy. If you don't have a jacket on, they loan you one. So now I'm doing all my shopping at fancy restaurants. Friends come out, nice coat, where'd you get it? Oh, this? Red Lobster. Yeah, free coat is better. The men's room, there's an attendant in the men's room. I'm going, well, what is this guy's purpose? He turns the water on, he hands you a paper towel. You have to tip him. As a Jew, I'm against this policy. So I wipe my hands in my brand new jacket. I went to a Japanese restaurant. They don't give you clothes, they take your shoes away. And they go to a bowling alley to get them back. I gotta stop and just say, I hope before I go any further, you guys realize I've been in therapy a long time. I bring that up because frankly, some of you look like you're in my group. I got a group therapy, very weird. You sit in a tiny room with a bunch of other losers, and the one that's the most depressed gets to bring everybody else down. We had a girl in the group, she's going, I think men are nothing more than slimy macho pigs. I'm thinking, geez, I wonder if she's free Saturday night. Because I'm stressed all the time, and I try stuff. I got into subliminal tapes and relaxing and quit drinking. Unfortunately, now I'm hooked on phonics. I had a migraine. I tried my wife's Myo. It didn't have the headache at all, but I felt a hell of a lot better about her cramps. I have nervous habits. I'm a nail biter, bad, but to me, smokers are unbelievable. Smokers, they blow smoke, and anybody they figure, hey, I'm going to die, I'm going to take you with me. They don't care. When they run out of cigarettes, they go up to strangers, they get a cigarette. That's amazing. I bite my nails. You're never going to see me trying to bum a nail for a friend. Pardon me, done with those pinkies? I cannot quit nail biting either. I'm so desperate the other day I bought some weed press-ons. I ate them right from the box. I'm now up to 5 packs a day. Last week I'm on the street, some guy gave me the finger. I wanted the entire hand. I'm going to pass out, I hope you don't mind. I could drop dead right now. So I forgot the rest of my act to tell you So where are you all from? So my wife and I are cross-dressers, and not the way you think. We switch ethnic background. Last week she was a Mexican maid, I was a Colombian drug lord. We called it Latin night. A couple nights ago she was a princess, I was a pauper. Nothing happened, she was a Jewish princess. We called it every other night. I look at women differently as I get older though. When I was 20, I looked at a 35-year-old woman, I thought she was old. I'm 53. There are times I look at like a 95-year-old woman with a hip replacement. I just start thinking, you know, if she had a stroke and lost a few pounds, she could be hot. There's some hot chicks in this crowd now. There's some 80-year-old babes out here. Man. No, you know what? You're so nice. What do you say after the show we go to CBS? I'll write drugs up for everybody. There you go. And I'm serious, whatever you want. Percodan, Prozac, it's on me, folks. I'll give the men Viagra, you walk out of here, you bang the doors down. I sell medical marijuana, by the way. They say marijuana kills your brain cells. That is true, but the ones that are left having a real good time. Drugs are kind of crazy now. You look at all the athletes that are getting caught with drugs, they're kicked out. You know, it's like so many guys are getting kicked out. I think they should just form their own drug leagues. So I'll be honest, I'd be willing to pay money to see some of these guys in action. All right, it's the Seattle Steroids versus the Cleveland Crack Addicts. There's the kickoff. Johnson's got the ball. He's the 30. He's the 40. He's just been stabbed in the back. Hey, quarterback goes back. He gets a rush, and now he's just staring aimlessly out into space. Baseball game would be better. Pitcher fires. He's hit the batter in the head, and the batter doesn't really seem to care. He's got a free base. He's lighting up right in the field. Fans come out to the ballpark August 12th. It's syringe night at the Methadone. A lot of drugs you never heard of, too. A guy came into my hospital with a drug called black cocaine. I'm going, what the hell is that? Black cocaine, you know? So I tried it. And I can only tell you it turned out to be gunpowder. I sneezed. I shot 3 people. You're looking at my nose. We're talking double barrel action. Truth of the matter is I broke my nose once. My God, 175 people signed the cast. I wish I was making it up. I'm not. It wasn't even an accident. It just collapsed under its own weight. In fact, I was on a plane 2 days ago. I took a deep breath. The oxygen mask dropped. And a month ago, I was sailing. Every time I stood up on a boat, it changed directions. I had a lot of fun growing up. I had the nose, braces, glasses, and acne. Chicks were lining up like you wouldn't believe. It was like a crater-faced, four-eyed, metal-mouthed satellite dish. All I needed was a bolt in my neck, my life would have been complete. And I know, look at me, this next thing I tell you is going to be like really hard to believe. When I was a little kid, kids used to beat me up. Kids beat the hell out of me. I am an adult, I've learned how to cope. So now, I like to beat up little kids. I'm in kindergarten, picking out a few 5-year-olds I'm pretty sure I can take. I kick their butts. I found a kid whose dad picked me up. Hey, Billy, come here. Tell your dad Harry's back in town. It was great. His diaper went flying. It was beautiful. questions at this point. So I'm married, and I'll tell you the problem with any relationship is the relationship books out there. You know these books out there, like, I don't know, Men Are From Mars, Women Are Going to Hell, I'm Okay and I'll Be a Lot Better When You Burn Up in a Car Crash. I got a book what it's like being married. It's called How to Keep the Spark Alive When You Wish Your Wife Was Dead. Before I go, I just want to tell you guys my name, so if you ever see it in the hospital, you'll realize it's time to get a second opinion. Usually it's too late. My name's Dr. Harry Freedman. That's actually my stage name. My real name is Biff Wilson. A lot of people call me by my surgical nickname, Shaky. A lot of other people call me by my Hebrew name, Jew-boy. Thank you very much. Yeah. I know it's a Jewish crowd, I can tell that. I can tell that. I'll tell you something about being Jewish. It's tough. People have stereotypes that piss me off. Like people say we're cheap. So what? Does it matter? I can't fight that. I had an extra dime in a parking meter the other day. I waited it out in the car. There's a reason when Ty was circumcised at birth. That has an effect. Waiter walks over in a restaurant. You know what? I have no tip. What the hell's you do? My time